Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Don Williams Tarot. This message is for Sun, Moon, or Rising placements in the sign of Gemini. So if you have those in your chart, this message may be for you. Keep in mind that this is a general message and not all messages will resonate. So if you are interested in doing a deeper dive for yourself as to what's going on with your life, my details are below, or you can go to Don Williams Tarot to find out my pricing and my availability. So I am doing this reading for mid-month, so it's mid-month to April, so it's the next 2 weeks to see what's coming up for us to look at. And today I plan to do a Celtic cross, and then I'm going to pull some various oracle cards at the end as your final messages. Okay, so what I plan to do now is I'm going to take myself off screen. I am going to lay out your cards, do your reading. When I go to read your final messages, I'll put myself back on screen. Okay, so for any of you that are new to my channel, if you find that the messages resonate with you or you like my style of reading, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. And for those of you who are returning, I would absolutely love it if you'd be so kind as just to click that like button. Believe it or not, it really does make a difference for content creators. It helps our videos to go out further, even with simple things with just a click of a like. Okay, so I will be back in just a second, and let's lay out your cards and see what Spirit wants you to know for mid-March. Okay, I'll put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we start off with the Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Let's move you up. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough room if I don't. Oh, the Hierophant, Seven of Wands, Four of Cups. I have enough room to get everybody on here. I wanted to use a different deck. I haven't used this deck in a long time. Seven of Cups, Two of Cups, Temperance, oh, and the Moon. Okay. So you're all about air, and air is all about swords. And let's see. It looks like we have wand energy, cup energy, pentacles, and swords. So this reading looks like it's more along the lines of, along the lines of emotions and relationships for this reading to the end of the month. But we start off with the Ace of Swords. Now, the aces are all about new opportunities, new directions, new concepts, new ways of looking at things, new points of view. Swords have to do with how we express with our minds and how we communicate. So it's words and thoughts, right? So what this is saying is that this is representative of you. You can see that there is a peace dove behind this beautiful sword here. Swords do represent the Gemini air energy. So I feel as though this is kind of representing you right here in the center, as though you are starting a new project, a new something, right? And then what is helping or what is hindering you is this Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a self-made person. She represents physical security, wealth, health, career, possessions, and your home life. She does have a way to create her own material wealth. She has a kind heart. She has a lot of strength in family and in her home life. She's very down to earth. She is a natural healer. And this could be someone who is in your life right in the immediate center of your life right now. So this queen could represent a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, or it could represent someone that has these qualities, right? At this point, I am not sure if this is representative of you or the energy that you're bringing in, as this is in the center of your reading. But I do believe that whoever this queen is, she is going to be helpful to you, because I don't see any negative energies here surrounding you stating that she's going to be your issue. So what's on your mind is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card about celebrations. It's a card about prosperity. It's about important milestones being met, or an important event. A lot of times this represents marriage, but it also talks about stability in your relationships and in your home. It's about happiness and harmony. So these are things that you're concentrating on. You're looking for stability, right? Fours represent stability, and the wands represent our inspiration, creativity, our passions, our motivations, and those types of things. And you can see that we have this nice family right here in the middle of this Four of Wands. The other thing this Four of Wands represents, a lot of times when I see this card, is a gateway, meaning that you are getting ready. If once you walk through this gateway, you're going to be able to find a lot more happiness and harmony within your life, right? So this is what you're focusing on at this time. And what is supporting you is the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is a card of guidance and inner wisdom. It's about personal development and spirituality. He's also about being a spiritual leader. He's got quite a bit of enlightenment. This card is stating that this is representative of you and your energy, as this is what is supporting you. This is a card about being of service to spirit or service to others. This is also about education and training. So you are going to either be potentially taking a class, or maybe you are expanding your knowledge in your job space. This could be in any area of your life, but this is a spiritual teacher. So I feel as though many of you may be looking at your spirituality, what you can do to improve your spirituality, what steps can you take to really own that space. And the thing that I always say when I see this card is that you are your own guru. All of your answers lie within you. So this is your support. So basically what it's really saying is that you're stepping into your mastery, you are stepping into your own knowing of things, and you are going to be a guide for other people as well. You're going to be stepping into your leadership role as a spiritual individual, which I think is beautiful. Okay, so what's in your past is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of challenge. As you can see, he's backed up against this window. He's got these other wands coming towards him. So a lot of times when I see this card, this is a card of defending yourself or feeling as though you need to ground and protect yourself on some level. This is also a card of creative innovation. It's also a card of feeling vulnerable. So you may be feeling some of those things in your past as you've led up to this point. This is also a card about self-expansion, and it's also about deserving success. So the other thing that this card does represent is success and the jealousy of those who would put you in a place of defending yourself, right? So a lot of times when we get accolades from work, or we get recognized for our contributions, there will always be those people who will be jealous, right? So this is basically stating to stand your ground, stand in your truth, and those things. But again, this is in your past position. And what you are moving into for your near future is this Four of Cups. And I just realized that we have 2 4s and 2 7s. So 4s are representative, again, of stability. This has to do with emotional stability. And this card can also represent feeling as though you have missed some type of an opportunity for abundance. A lot of times when we look at this card, these 3 cups are empty, and usually this person is either bored, frustrated, has a lot of apathy, is kind of like a person that really needs to tap into their gratitude towards the things that they have. Now, the thing that I like about this deck is that this hand of God is coming out and handing him this brand new cup. Now, if you look at an Ace of Cups, right? An Ace of Cups is a card that is a opportunity for emotional overflow, things to be very happy about, things to feel very positive about. This is representative of, potential new relationships coming in, or potential new friendships, something along those lines, which would represent this opportunity, right? But with all opportunities, you have to actually take some action. And with this card, this is really saying that you really need to, appreciate the things that you have, recognize that you're looking for some type of emotional stability somewhere within your relationships. And I feel as though a gift is coming in to allow you to recognize that energy for yourself. So then we have what is our long-term energy, and we have the 7 of Cups. Now, like I said, we have these 2 7s here. When I see 2 7s together in a reading, for me, it kind of means that there are things that you are worried about that really don't exist. So these are fears, right? Fears that you're worried about, and they may never manifest for you. But this 7 is a card of being spoiled for choice. As you can see within the cups, there are all these different things, right? So there's a rose, there's a fire-breathing dragon, there is a castle, there's jewels, there's all this stuff here, right, in these cups. So basically, this is kind of a card of sometimes a dreamer card, or sometimes really looking at fantasies, or really wishing that things would happen in your life, right? This is also a card of being spoiled for choice, but it's also a card of needing to move forward. So basically what it's saying is you need to choose one of the cups, and when you choose this cup, recognize that you need to choose the cup from a place of your heart, because this is really about, how you feel about things. And if you look at it from the point of view of, what your heart needs, what would make you happy, that's the decision that you should make. So this is saying that you need to move forward without really fully knowing the full picture. You're just going to have to pick a cup and move forward. Now, 7s are also cards about overcoming confidence. So building confidence, it's about experience, gaining experience, or utilizing existing experience that you already have. So this could be any area of your life again. But again, I feel that this is more in your relationships because of the way that the cards have laid out. So you may be looking at relationships or those people that are close to you at this time, okay? So your external influences have to do with this 2 of Cups. Now, the 2 of Cups for me is the soulmates card. So it could be that some of you are getting into new romantic relationships. This is a card of soulmates. It's a card of connected hearts. It's a card of connection and cooperation. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to represent marriage or, romantic relationships. This could also represent relationships within the workspace. So let's say you are a business owner and you are looking for someone to come work with you, you know, on a high level within your organization. And what this card is representing is that that person will come in and it will be a perfect match for you. So this is a very positive card, right? So these are your closest relationships. There feels as though that there's a lot of beauty and harmony within this card, and that there is a lot of divinity coming in and shining on this relationship for you. I love it. Okay, our next card is a major arcana card. So other than the Hierophant, which is you being the guru, you being stepping into your leadership role, this next card is the Temperance card. Now, Temperance is a card about caution and balance, right? That's what she's about. She's also about patience. So I feel as though you have been very patient. I feel as though you are really working on, as you can see, she's got this gold cup and she's got a silver cup. So she's really trying to balance those energies for herself. Now, the other thing about Temperance is about moderation. It's about the masculine and the feminine balance within yourself. It's also about blending energies. So whatever it is that you're creating for yourself moving forward and for the rest of this month, it's telling you that you're going to want to take some caution, make sure you understand all the legalities of things. If you're making agreements to anything, if you're signing any contracts, any of those types of things, you want to make sure that you read the fine print, okay? Because not only are we, I'm looking towards the end of this month, but as of April 1st, Mercury will go into retrograde, which is all about our communication. So there is a lot of issues that happen around Mercury retrogrades. Sometimes there's a breakdown in communication, there's a breakdown in electronics, travel, all that kind of stuff. So basically what this is saying is as you're getting towards the end of March, you're going to want to just make sure that you're very sure-footed as you move forward, because your final card is the Moon card. Now, the Moon card is another major arcana. So as this is at the end of your reading, I'm going to say that this is actually going to push this energy into the month of April. And basically, the Moon card is a card of mysterious paths, things about the unknown. There's hidden truths here. There is a need for you to really trust your intuition. You need to really go within, trust your intuition, recognize that you have to face any fears that you're dealing with right now as we move into the month of April. And that's not going to be easy, right? Because whatever those fears are means that you're going to have to take a deeper look. And as this is a card of mystery and hidden truths, I can't really guess what those may mean, because each of you are going to have something different that this will represent for you. But the overall energy is that there is some mystery, there is some uncertainty surrounding this card, but at the same time, it's also saying that you are safe reaching new levels of consciousness, okay? So reaching new levels of consciousness, you're going to be okay. You're going to follow your path. And this Moon card, right, or the Moon right here, is going to be talking about this full moon coming up on the 25th. So this is going to have significance for you in some way. So I would really love to hear your comments as to how you feel this is going to affect you. But overall, this looks really good. And like I said, I feel like this is more of a relationship. This is more of a relationship reading, which I'm really surprised about. But it is what it is, right? And it looks as though everything looks really good. So I'm going to put myself back on camera to do your last final messages. And the first card that I'm going to pull is a card on career and money. And your card is cultivation, and it says, You are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. This is actually a great card, Gemini. Yeah, so it's saying that you planted your seeds, and now you just got to keep watering your seeds so that you can get the reward. So this is kind of like a 7 of Pentacles, right? Which has to do with money. It has to do with your watching all the things that you've been had your hands in, and now you're waiting for your rewards to come, right? So that is your first card. Now I'm going to give you a message from the universe, and your message is, you are safe. Wow, this is so funny that I said that when I was talking about the moon card. You are safe, you are protected, the worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned. It is safe for you to trust your path. This is perfect combination right here. So I love when Spirit does that for me. Thank you, Spirit. This is a very positive message. I'm loving it. And then the last card I'm going to pull is going to be a clarifying love situation. This was about romance. It looks as though with this 2 of Cups and this 4 of Wands that some of you may potentially be getting married or getting into committed relationships or potentially moving in with one another to start that family dynamic, right? So your card is Unlock Truths. Find middle ground that creates win-win situations. And then the subset energy of this card is about being in sync, balance, which has to do with your temperance, and then together. So that would be your 2 of Cups. So, okay. I hope you found this reading helpful. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. And until next time, I hope you enjoy the rest of your March. Cheers.